Because as a realtor, we have to constantly be getting our name out there, constantly getting people to remember us. And it can be very expensive to do this. But the cool thing is, there's actually ways that you can market yourself with no budget. Marketing is something that should always be on the mind of every single realtor. How do we get our name out there? How do we get people to remember us? How do we get our name into people's minds that are just cluttered with all the marketing we see on a daily basis? Think about all the commercials we see. Beer commercials, pop commercials, car commercials. Everywhere we look, there's a freaking advertisement. That's where our marketing needs to come into play, because we got to get our name fit into those people's minds who are getting hit with over 10,000 pieces of marketing on a daily basis. Okay? And if you think about the ways that marketing was done in the past with billboards and bus benches, they were crazy expensive. If you advertise on the radio or TV, it's really expensive. Don't go those routes. There are ways you can market yourself nowadays that you don't have to actually have a budget to do it. It's free. It will take, though, time and commitment. But all the good things do. So I'm going to share with you 4 ways that you can market yourself with no budget. The first one is, and it should be the most obvious, social media. If you are not utilizing social media, drop everything you're doing after watching this video and start putting together a plan of how you're going to use social media. Go post something right now. Social media is the godsend of marketing for realtors. We have an unlimited audience that we can market to for no cost. Just by posting on a regular basis, you can literally get business. And that is a crazy thought that never would have happened 40 years ago, 30 years ago. It never would have crossed people's minds. Thankfully, we live in a world now where it does. Use social media. Put a game plan together and start posting regularly. YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. Videos, it's obviously there for a reason. Start using it. All right, the second way is be the middle person. And what I mean by this is you can put people in touch with people. You could connect people with other people, and as that happens, your network will build. All right, so maybe you know a financial planner, and you could put them in touch with other clients that you have or other people you know. Maybe you can reach out to an attorney or a lawyer outside of real estate, make a connection there, and connect them to other people. Build a network this way. It does take some time, but the way it works, if you do it properly, is the business will start coming in a cycle where you refer them out, they refer back to you. And then it works. Everyone generates more business, everyone's happy, clients are well cared for. It is a great way to generate a lot more business and marketing for yourself. Get your name out there, and it's a free thing to do. The third is actually my favorite. Real estate newsletters. Newsletters are so highly unutilized, and so much so that in our previous blogs, we made a whole blog about it because newsletters are very powerful. If you go on a site like MailChimp, it's free to use up to about 2,000 contacts. So you could literally send an e-blast out maybe once a month, newsletter full of really, really great information to almost 2,000 people for free. And they have templates in there. There's a lot of other programs that could use this. Maybe your CRM already has this built in. But newsletters are fantastic. You are providing value to people. People appreciate that. The more value you provide, the more they're going to want to interact with you, the more they're going to remember you. And it's a fantastic way to market yourself for, again, no cost. All right? So I highly suggest doing these. I've done them for a very long time. I get a lot of business from them, and it's really simple to do. It takes me about 30 minutes a month. That's it. That's where the majority of my business has come from over the course of my career. All right, and the last way is pull out your phone and start calling and texting people. Start reaching out to people. It is so amazing what we have in our hands. this database. Remember, it used to be a Rolodex. If you're old, you understood what that means. If not, don't worry about it. Look it up and Google it. You could literally open up your phone and just start calling people A's, B's, C's, D's. If you're not a caller, text A's, the B's, the C's. You could just literally start doing this or this, and your name will get out there. You got to be consistent with it again. Don't just do it once and think that's it. But like, if you just start calling and texting, great way to market yourself. You know, if you reach out, just tell them, hey, you know, just checking in, see how you're doing. Mention real estate if you want to. I like to take the more passive route where I kind of ask them what they're doing, how like their career is going. Usually when you ask somebody how work is, they're going to reciprocate that question. But just calling and texting is free. You know what? Sit down, spend maybe 30 minutes a day doing it. It's a great way to generate more business. So that's 4 ways that you could literally market yourself with no budget. There's plenty of other ways, but these are 4 that should get you started.